You're listening to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. Mark Ramone, and joined today by Mark Sherry and Alan Venitosh of the TELEFUNKEN Sound Studio, live from the lab. And you just heard Bella's Bartok, Ode to Bregovich. Before that, West End Blend, King Guru. And we started off with Szlachetka, Heart of My Hometown. That hits you right in the heart, that song, especially if you're from a small town like I am.
I just wanted to just mention one more time for our listeners that the TELEFUNKEN Soundstage live at the lab is located at TELEFUNKEN's headquarters down in South Windsor, Connecticut. And TELEFUNKEN is not only a great recording studio, but also a great manufacturer of microphones, and which are all obviously used in all of these recordings, which are video recordings as well, because this is these are full videos. And anyway, this last the one we just talked about by Szlachetka was done in 2018, and Szlachetka from Longmeadow, Mass, and now made his way to Nashville. He's got a great melodic voice, and it's such a catchy tune. And
this guy is a master songwriter. There's no doubt about it. Like, just make the hair stand up on your arm kind of vibe. And he crushes that guitar as well. So Heart of My Hometown, I think we actually asked him to play this because it was one of our favorite songs that he'd been playing for us at like trade shows and stuff. So, and he's been by twice to our lab. This might have been the second time. But yeah, what an amazing songwriter. And, you know, his last album, I think, was produced by David Bianca, who has passed away, but I think popular for doing things like Tom Petty's Wildflowers and some things by Big Head Todd and the Monsters, some other great albums. But
wow,
yeah, he's just great.
Well, cool. And then after that, we had a song by a Hartford area band that's been very popular, West End Blend.
Oh man,
King Guru.
I love this song.
It's so funky. It's so funky.
So, I mean, Erica's amazing, the vocalist in this band. And of course, the whole band is super cool. They are like, hip throwback, retro Motown funk sound. And, they're channeling everything from Michael Jackson to, I don't know, just like Sly and the Family Stone, and then rock and roll stuff. They're playing the big fat Les Pauls and cool beats. I don't know what to say. But how about the horns?
Oh, I love the horns.
Yeah. Well, I really like the way you handle the horns in there too, because they can often, very often overpower, and here they don't at all. They're just really tasteful. Their sound, the balance is really nice. Everything is really well balanced in this tune. And I also love the vocal, sort of that counterpoint between Erica and I don't know the name of the male vocalist.
Mike Bafundo.
Oh, I just think that's just great, the way that's got that sort of back and forth. It's really well done.
This band really reminded me of another one of my favorites called Turquoise, and I know you're familiar with them because they've been in your studio as well.
Oh yes. We've had Turquoise in here, and I know for a fact the West End Blend guys like Turquoise. Some of the West End Blend guys have said to me that Turquoise is one of their favorite bands, and I think they they've played with them multiple times and tried to do that same vibe. But for sure, West End Blend is unique and got their own thing going on.
Yes.
So that tune was done in 2019. We played a song right after it, which I think goes really well together.
Yes.
That was done a couple of years earlier in 2017 at your studio. Bella's Bartok doing Ode to Bregovich. And that, to me, the only thing that I could think of even similar is maybe like Gogol Bordello. That kind of vibe they have. And these guys are from the Berkshires and now the Northampton area in Massachusetts. And What a party
Yes.
band. And that's
yeah.
what the song says. Yes, I want a party. I want a party.
The first time I saw this band, I was in a tiny little club called Stomping Ground out in Putnam, Connecticut.
Oh
It
yeah.
was just rocking the whole place. It was a wonderful show.
Yeah, I think I had the same sort of experience. I walked into Arch Street Tavern in Hartford one night and I saw these guys and I was like, what is going on? Get this. And then when we invited them here, they put on even more of a show. They put on even more makeup. They put on even more of a thing. And our team was like, what's going on? I'm like, wait till you see this. This is going to be awesome. Yeah, I think you guys picked a really cool selection of stuff. Obviously it's local, and I think some of the local stuff is some of the best stuff, and I thank you for featuring it. It's a really cool mix here.
Yeah, well, you're quite welcome, and we just thank you for having done such great stuff that we could feature out here.
And I'm excited I finally get to be introduced to you, because you're right in my backyard. I'm a town away. And
Yeah,
you're doing some great stuff out there, so keep it up.
Thank you both, Marks. And we should say that the soundstage, even though things were kind of crazy during the pandemic, we went and we got the soundstage zoned in the town as a venue, and we can put 220 or 240 people into our room.
So before we go, I just wanted to ask you, out of all the bands that we played, is there maybe something that we didn't talk about, a story of something that happened in the studio, in the recording at all, that we haven't mentioned yet?
I will leave you with this. This is some advanced information, and if I get in trouble for saying this, we'll see how here it goes. In November, we had a really awesome ensemble here called the Immediate Family perform as part of a fundraiser for an autism awareness network, and it was a really successful event. The band, the Immediate Family, actually consists of some heavyweight session players who've worked as sidemen for people like James Taylor, Crosby, Stills, Nash, Phil Collins, and included people. The band actually featured Leland Sklar on bass, and Waddy Watchell on guitar, and Danny Korchmar on guitar, and Steve Postel, another guitar player, and a drummer by the name of Russ Kunkel, who was in Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Mm-hmm.
They are putting out an album called Live from Telefunken Soundstage in May 18th. So I would just say, keep an eye out for some formal, actual, real releases, digital releases from our soundstage that are beyond what we have on our YouTube channel here.
We hope you enjoyed some great original music from Western New England artists. We were joined today for this special spotlight show on the Telefunken Sound Studio with myself, Mark Ramone, Mark Sherry, and our guest, Alan Venitosh. The New Music Alliance Radio Hour is brought to you by the New Music Alliance, a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to assist and advance the careers of talented, creative local musicians who write original music, and to promote the extended Western New England area as a destination for original music, writing, production, and performances. If you like what we're doing here on the show, tell your friends about it, and like the New Music Alliance and Radio Hour on our Facebook pages.
Don't forget to check out our website, newmusicalliance.org, where you'll find the extraordinary Essential Western New England Songbook, which is a listenable anthology of many of the best songs ever written by artists from Western New England. And while you're there, if you support the New Music Alliance's mission, we'd appreciate your making a donation or becoming a member or a sponsor. And if you're a local Western New England musician who would like to have your original music considered to be in our show, send links to your songs to newmusicalliance@gmail.com. And join us next week for more great tunes from Western New England artists. And until next week, please stay safe and
Keep
on
Rockin'.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And let's have Charles and Khalif Neville take us out today with African Eyes.